coming up next.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river. We are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. Down pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Lance now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Working from the gun. Lance. This is caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York.
His 12th rushing touchdown. 16th overall. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Valentine now from the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added the 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
On play action, Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Lance. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson returning right back to Lockett. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Wilson to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
This defense for the Jets, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Touchdown, 49ers!
For Brandon Ayuk, he is as electric as they come with the ball in his hands in the open field, and he turns that catch into big yardage.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats, it always tells us the story. He tacked on better than 40 yards after the catch. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep it.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now here's the option play going left. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
They'll give to Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Niners hit 9-3 here on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. They're confident.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. The Lance going to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Again, McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it, but give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was 1 play to get it done.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
That doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
And so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
From the gun, it's Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Finding Gray going across the field.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And Lance's throw caught by Gray.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and inches, Lance. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We begin in the NFC. It's the team from the Valley of the Sun, Arizona, taking on the team from the land of 10,000 lakes.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Trey Lance and the 49ers set to return to the field here.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
On the ball. On the ball. Red, yellow.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Another touch for Davis Price.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Working from the gun. Lance drops this underneath for Davis Price. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
It's complete, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hall again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might move a lot of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Valentine now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team. Because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. That flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Here's Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Play action, now it's Lance.
This one caught by Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd and 12, Lance toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. And they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
This pass out wide to Hall.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Hall on a give up the middle. 75 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And quickly, they get to the line.
Lance now on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Gets it out wide to Davis Price.
Touchdown 49ers.
Ty Davis Price.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
And New York set to take the field.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
They run the ball off the option. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Alert! Check! Set, go!
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Returning right back to Lockett.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Lance looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Lance.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Lance back to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.